Achuta, unga kun bistolpi kikuyana, dong batugas baktelia. Unga diho unga kun hangkari, wana kun bez ching balamule, tungking bamunote. Muchashak bakhan. Kieno no namapaule rachiku, ta kunjis takniki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita modunga. Tolbabang, ole oganda naru chuchut. Odesha ponka bola wana chite. Amule slimo hodararanga kubis ule rabes. Jeda badowana nigi bobo. Dong na bungsha nunya. Dong batukashmak talea. Donga digo donga kun honkami. Wana kun bez ching palamule, tungking baronotek, tukning chatukunne, mule rabes, kachikun ita hodonga, iking kuno pa mule rachikun, stimo podona, dihodunga kunkabe, tong haitwam jiji jung lumpa, nita poe tikiko, dolfa da bonkwaleo gandonan chuchu, Kachichu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chila mulane nindu bobo. Onga kumbis chang ba mulera. Onga digo onga kunhanga. Ona kumbes ching balamule. Tungking ba munutek. Tukning chatukunne mulerabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulerachikun. Slimo podonar dihodunga ku hunkabe. Runda dihodunga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tungking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukunne mulerabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulerachikun. Slimo podonar dihodunga ku hunkabe. Runda dihodunga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tungking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukunne mulerabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulerachikun. Slimo podonar dihodunga ku hunkabe. Hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tungking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukunne mulerabes. Muchashak bakhan. Kieno no namapaule rachikun.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me? Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead. I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day. How can I be of further assistance? Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bathtub. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that. Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusov. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here. Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Calder Netic, Rickard Lusov, and Handon Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require? My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need? These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriaz are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calf hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
How can I be of further assistance? I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. I ran over and found Calder's body lying there. Yes, quite often. I generally prefer running to anything else. Can't stand speeders. A healthy body will breed a healthy mind, as I always say. Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
So, what do you want to know? Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. So, what do you want to know? Well, I was out hunting Iriaz south of here, and I saw one over by the bridge. The sun, I shot Calder. So, what do you... I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Irias. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those cat hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot, pow, went down. When I come over here, there's Handed standing over the body and the Irias was gone. Now, I don't have nothing to do with this, so can I go now? Right.
Kupa che kupa? Gino mulera kenpaija, slimo po duama? Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes. Takung just takmiki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank, wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Mule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes. Jedo badawana ni dibobo. Tong na bungsha nunya. Tong patukashmak telea. Tong haitwam jiji jung lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Tolpa da bonkwale o gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chila mulane nindubobo. Onga kumbis chan ba mulera. Mucho shat pakat. Kie no nama paole rachikun. Kupa che kupa. Gino mulera kenpaija. Slimo po duama. Tong haitwam jiji jung lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwale o gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chila mulane nindubobo. Onga kumbis chan ba mulera. Ta kunjus takmiki grabulmogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Dolpa bank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Mule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Ikin kuno pa mule rachikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Mucho shat pakat. Kie no nama paole rachikun.
So, what do you want to know? Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife. Right.
How can I be of further assistance? I know him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him. How can I be of further assistance? Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him. course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Is there any other information you need? According to the municipal authorities near the Garrow spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Netic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need? The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Netic and Mr. Gold. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Ako pa, Checo pa. Gino mulira kimpaija, slimo po duama. Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulirabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo po dona, rundi hodonga ku honkabe. Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulirabes. Ako pa, Checo pa. Gino mulira kimpaija, slimo po duama. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo po dona, rundi hodonga ku kabe. Takong just takmiki grabel moto. Kachichu ita modunga. Tolbabank, wale oganda naru chuchut. Mole shaponka, bola wana chikne. Mule slimo podadara nanga kumbis, mule rabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mule ra chikun. Slimo podona, rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Mucho shat pakat. Kieno no nama paole ra chikun.
Is there any other information you need? We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
How can I be of further assistance? But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder True. I would punch his face in given the opportunity, but I would not kill him. My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. How can I be... That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous cat hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance? Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
So, what do you want to know? Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are. Right. So, what do you want to know? That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Echani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had. That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. Right.
Kupa Chekopa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Slimo Podwama? Kupa Chekopa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Slimo Podwama? Lunda di Hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Takunjus takmiki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Amule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mulerabes. Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes.
Is there any other information you need? I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
How can I be of further assistance? Of course.
So, what do you want to know? Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife. Right.
Kupa Chekopa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Slimo Podwama? Kupa Chekopa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Slimo Podwama? Lunda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe. Mucho shak pakat. Kieno no namapaole rachikun.
Is there any other information you need? I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Kupa Chekopa? Gino Mulera Kimpaija, Slimo Duama? Tong abong siya umina. Wanga kumbis ken balemuraya. Johnny yon tunjiji idadwana. Kababol bamuji kumana. Lunga di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kumbes ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes. Kupa Chekopa? Gino Mulera Kimpaija, Slimo Duama? Lunga di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong patukashmak talea. Kachikun itahaldonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Simo podona. Dihodunga ku nkabe. Lunga dihodunga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tungking ba nunodek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes. Tong abong siya umina. Wanga kumbis ken balemuraya. Johnny yon tunjiji idadwana. Kababol pamuji gumana. Ta kumjus takniki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank, wale oganda naru chuchut. Magasha ponka bola wana chikne. Mamule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes. Kachikun ita haldonga. Iking kuno pa mule rachikun. Slimo podona dihodunga ku hunkabe. Runda dihodunga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes. Tong haitwam jiji jung lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolfa da bongwalea gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kutotun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Onga kumbis jang ba mulera.
Damn you. Damn both of you.
Takunjus takniki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank, wale oganda naru chuchut. Magasha ponka bola wana chikne. Amule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes. Kachikun ita haldonga. Iking kuno pa mule rachikun. Slimo podona dihodunga ku nkabe. Tong haitwam jiji jung lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolfa da bongwalea gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kutotun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Onga kumbis jang ba mulera.
You did good. You might just make a proper Jedi yet. Who knows?
Achuta. Onga kumbis dolbi kikuyana. Tong patugas maktilea.